Let's talk about starting a village. A starting village is the first place that your player will explore when they start a new campaign. It is like a cozy launchpad from where they'll be able to find their first quest, meet their first NPCs, stock up on some useful item, and go on adventure. It doesn't need to be a village. It can be a neighbor in a big city. It can be a tavern. It can be a small or a wider place. But it needs to be a contained place where your player will first encounter your world and first experience the type of adventure you want them to have. In this video, I want to walk through the process I use to create new starting village. And I'll also be creating a brand new starting village with that process so that you can see it in action. When I start designing a new starting village, I don't start by the usual thing like tavern, shop, blacksmith. Instead, I prefer to first focus on the tone of the village. And by tone, I mean like how the player will feel while they explore this village. And the tone can be described in three things: the type of games you want to do, the ambience, and the theme. For type of game, I mean it can be a classic heroic fantasy with big castle, nobles, dragons to battle, or it can be a grim dark setting where survival is uncertain and when horror lurks at every corner. Or it can be a low magic setting where daily life is the adventure. By ambience, I mean the mood that your player will feel while they explore your starting village. It can be oppressive and airy, or it can be light-hearted and humorous, or even calm and welcoming. So it's all about the mood or the feeling of the village. And lastly, there's theme. Every village can reflect a specific theme. For example, a village around a old dying tree can have theme of decay and renewal, while a port, a trading port, with full of banners and smugglers can have theme of greed versus loyalty. There are two reasons why I always start with the tone of the village. The first one is that, as it is the first place your player will explore, the tone of this village will influence the tone of the campaign. So you need to do the tone right in your starting village so that the rest of your campaign have the same tone and that you can establish the tone you want to have. And the second reason is that the tone can be a powerful guide for any other decision along the way. So when you'll go to more technical things about your starting village, like tavern, shop, NPCs, you'll have the tone that you have created as a guide to make sure that everything works together and that you have consistency. For the village I will be creating, I decided to go with a high magic heroic fantasy type of game, with a whimsical and cozy ambience. The idea is to have this magical place where there's light dancing around the tree and everyone has quirky little magic aspect to them. But the ambience I'm aiming for is one that is warm, inviting, with a little bit of wonder. So imagine a little bit of lute music playing the background, house with crooked stone chimney, children and animal going around, eccentric NPC that welcome player with confusion and curiosity. And finally, the theme that I will go for is the theme of odd person trying to find their place in the world. It is not a story about grand destiny, at least not yet, but about belonging, finding their place, and about quiet, magical life, and how with small beginning, great thing can happen. By anchoring the village with that tone, I'll ensure that any decision I'll take going forward, either the layout of the street, the type of NPC, the building that we'll put in, will feel cozy with a little bit of wonder and curiosity. So the tone will be a guide for every decision coming forward. So once you've nailed down the tone of the village, it's time to go and find one unique special things, one unique hallmark that make this town special, that will answer the question, what is this village all about? It is the core element that will give your village instant personality. Think of it as the village signature. It can be a central landmark, a quirky NPC, a rare fauna, some special visitation, something that makes the town unique and special. It could be a massive crystal in the center of town that is glowing and emitting wild magic. It can be an old dragon that is the herbalist of the town. It can be some flowers that make impossible color under moonlight. Think about the Shire's cozy hill that the Hobbit live in, that is so cozy and pastoral. Or think about Hogwarts, who has four different houses that all bring different personality. Or the Weirdwood inside the Godwoods inside of Winterfell. They all have something specific that make them unique and that is like a special hallmark of those villages. By finding this special thing, you'll add another layer to your guide for every decision you'll make later. So now, when you will think about tavern, shop, NPCs, you'll have your tone and your special things as a guide. With those two elements, you'll be able to build an entire village that is consistent and that feel alive and that feel that has meaning, that it all goes together. For my village, I'll tell you a little story about what is the core element of the village. A quiet, mysterious town sitting along a secondary trade route between two major cities. Its surface glows with faint blue runes. For centuries, weary caravans, avoiding the busiest main road for their own reason, have steered clear of it. Tales spread of traders who got too close and vanished without trace. But one stormy night, a desperate family sought shelter by the rock, praying the story were just superstition. The stone warm blue light shielding them from the cold of the pouring rain. Soon, nearby, boulders stirred to life, and a massive stone guardian named Garvish emerged, the ancient spirit protector of the rune-carved monolith. Garvish usually punished trespassers swiftly, but this family plight moved him. He fashioned a crude stone roof over them for the night. By morning, they'd forge a bond. He permitted their stay, and word spread. Over time, grateful travelers returned, and the village of Stone Refuge took root, thriving under Garvish's watchful eyes as its stoic elder. This glowing stone and its guardian become the heart of the village. And it's tying perfectly with our theme of odd person trying to find a place in the world. And now, every decision I'll make for that village will be informed by the whimsical, magical tone and the story of this stone guardian. And it will make it a lot easier for me to create things for the village. Now that we have a tone and a signature for a village, we can focus on more technical things. Four different things. First, there are places, like places of worship, shop, tavern, gathering spot. Secondly, there's people. So the NPC, the quest giver, the NPC that can give advice, adversary, rival, faction. Third, we have mystery. So dungeon, secret, cult. And the fourth one is homebrew. So monster stat block, new spells, new magical object, new character option that are needed for starting village. There are no particular order in which you need to create those four things. And you don't need all of it. You don't need to have all the NPC, all the store, all the building, all the secret, all the homebrew done. It's just a list of different things you can create to start. But your started village only need a few of those elements so that you can start your campaign. As you play, as your player explore, you will have to create more, but you don't need all of them before to start. You only need a few. And with a clear tone and a clear signature, it will be a lot easier, even on the fly while you play, to create new things if your player go in direction you have not anticipated. You'll have that as a guide to always make decisions that fit all together. So pick a few of those technical things that you need for the campaign you want to do, or that you have inspiration to, and you'll be able to start playing with your starting village a lot quicker. For my own starting village, I'll start by doing a map. A map is not necessary, especially when you start, but I'm a channel that do mostly map making, so of course I'll do a map, and it's something that I really enjoy to do. So I'll do a time lapse of the map. I'll do Forestone Refuge, and on the time map, I'll explain some of the ideas of some of the technical thing I've created for Stone Refuge. Now that you have your tone, your signature, and a few of the more technical things that you need, you're ready to play with your starting village. This whole process can be done in less than an hour if you want. Like I said, you don't need a map like I did, and you don't need to have all the answers right away. But if you have a strong tone and a strong signature, it will be easy to play along and to add up as time passes and make sure that everything is tying together. I hope that you like this video and that you learned something interesting. If you want the map of Stone Refuge, you can go in the comment. I've placed a link for the map, and I would love to hear what are your ideas for starting a village. Please let me know in the comment what type of village you like to create, and give me some of the one that you have already created, and subscribe for daily D&D creation. And I'll see you soon. Bye!